or this season rather, of the KDL. We're switching things up here, of course. Hold on, let me just disable my sound. I'm getting a it's going to be It's Once versus hashtag Henry Sucks. Um, and so far, It's Once has chosen red side. They already did a coin flip. So we will have red side It's Once versus Henry Sucks. Blue side, we are just waiting on confirmation now from the players in game. And we will get straight onto it with this draft. And that is going to be It's Once selecting first here. Or sorry, this is going to be Henry Sucks selecting first here.
Gonna be an interesting start to the season for sure. Interesting to see what people are gonna gravitate towards this time around.
1,000%. I think that, power picks that we've seen being chosen in solo queue, Callista, Set, things like that, we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of those Aphelios. Maybe not so much. We may see a fasting Senna, actually. I hear Itsy Bitsy Spider has been practicing the Aphelios and the Senna, so we may see that later down the road. But to start it off here, we are going to be getting Kane and Vladimir bans.
Important thing to
Pretty
note
typical
about
stuff,
that
yeah.
is that Henry Sucks' top winner is 100% of Vlad One Trick, and
Okay, so is it just free now, or?
and It's Once's jungler is a Kane One Trick, so they're immediately going for the gut for both of them.
See, I'm really, I'm wondering here, are they going to pay respect to Katsuno Rise's J4? Are they just going to leave that open here? Because typically, from last season at least, we've seen some of these teams, especially the Henry Sucks gang from the previous season, they have forced their top lane and their jungle as the first two picks, and then they leave that third slot open for the support, leaving their mid lane and their AD. And we will see an Ornn ban there. So kind of denying that late game scaling, and especially those items if you want to go, some of these tankier builds, or if you just want to deny some sustain.
Yeah, we could
Interesting to
see.
know. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Ornn getting banned out here. Ornn's a pretty solid pick, especially at this level. You just kind of leave him on his own, weak top side. He farms up and eventually just gives you that gold back that he lost.
Mm-hmm. And we are going to be seeing a Misfortune Set is still on the board here. They may have banned out the Leona, but the Nautilus is also on the board here as well. And yeah, we will be seeing that Nautilus prediction god. First pick in the KDL Season 2, Nautilus. Not the spiciest of picks, but definitely when it comes down to it, will get you a lot of picks, actually.
Yeah, it's a nice engage coming out from Henry Sucks' team.
What an interesting name, actually.
I guess they just really don't like Henry.
Second pick here, we may be seeing a support answer, and yes, we will bet Thresh. Thresh is a good disengaged champion, especially for that Nautilus. But when it comes down to it, I think it's going to be very, very tricky, and it's all dependent on how Kelly plays this lane with that Thresh. I personally have never seen her play Thresh, so I'm very interested. Oh, wait, whose team is that? Oh, that's Goonie's team. Oh, Mega Lol, it's pretty much open then. But we will be seeing that Sivir, though. Sivir, not really, a priority pick nowadays, but that Spell Shield will definitely be given a hand in this game here, especially with those Nautilus hooks or even that Nautilus auto stun.
Oh, in the Zaya. Potentially.
And yeah, a Zaya Nautilus. They're saying, you know what? You guys have that disengage with the shield, with the flay, with that lantern. We have the Zaya ultimate, and we are just looking down to kill you and get as much hard CC as possible here. Not really what I would have thought I'd expect with a Nautilus. I think that Rakan Zaya definitely a stronger lane here, but first pick Nautilus, it's not a bad pick.
Yeah, and especially with the Malzahar pickup that they just did. As soon as they locked someone down with either Nautilus or Malzahar, Zaya can easily follow up, with sending her feathers out and then rooting them back once the CC dissipates.
Mm-hmm. We are going to be seeing a Malzahar as well with that spell shield on that passive. All around here, it's kind of a passive game right now. Neither team really wants to get caught out. And they're taking whatever kind of defensive approach that they can right now. a Zac as well, rounding it off here. Second phase, top lane and jungle have yet to be taken here for Henry Sucks Rumble ban. We just kind of saw that get hovered, so they may be thinking that would have been a flex top, so they don't want to take any chances, and they will deny it here. Crim, we need the hype. Don't worry, boys and girl. Um, we went through it, and we learned how to get more hype this season. If you thought the hype levels were crazy, a set ban coming out, you haven't seen nothing yet.
We can see Zac getting banned.
Yeah, I think the final ban here might be that J4.
Potentially.
Unless they just absolutely want to disrespect this man and leave it open.
Well, I mean, Allen is going to the support, so he already has his champion lined up, unless they're throwing, like, Nautilus mid.
Mord. Okay, so they're focusing more on the top side. Trundle is also still available here, and we did see, Katsuna Rice play that, play that last season. And it did turn out well with that RV2 versus, I believe it was RV1 matchup where they had a Zac versus a Trundle lane, and that Trundle just absolutely kept destroying with those pillars on the Zac initiations on top of that E. But the final ban here will be a Darius. So both teams just not wanting to deal with anything top lane here. Poppy is still open as well. Poppy would be a good deny here for that Nautilus and that Xayah, especially the Xayah ultimate. Not many people know, but the Poppy will deny you your your ultimate rather, and a flash combo. So it would be interesting, but no, they're going to go the Alawi, just a bruiser top lane and just looking to shred you down.
We can see the jungle getting picked up here. Oh, hovering the Rengar.
Rek'Sai here. Interesting Rek'Sai pick.
Rek'Sai wouldn't be too bad here. It would give them a lot more of that early game pressure that they're going to need since they picked up the Malzahar and Xayah. And the Rek'Sai Nautilus combo walking around in the river in the jungle is going to be deadly.
When you're kind of thinking about this matchup here, especially the Rek'Sai into kind of a backwards comp like that, I think the Rek'Sai really needs to get things going early on, because those spell shields and kind of that disengage for you is going to be really, really troublesome. And the final pick here is going to be a Ryze. It's been a while since we've seen a Ryze top lane here.
Oh yeah, it's definitely been a while since he was nerfed. They gave him a small buff recently, if I remember correctly, so he's not as bad as he used to be, but his late game split pushing potential is just going to be insane.
Now, could Henry Sucks possibly be thinking that we're playing in Season 7 here with that Ryze top? That is very interesting. Final pick, a TF, gives a lot of mobility and vision around the board and puts a lot of pressure down on those side lanes as well. But we do have 50 seconds here, and I just kind of want to know from the chat, who do you think is going to win this? Henry Sucks, or is it going to be ONcE?
Interesting team concept they ended up picking, especially for the ONcE team. They only really have maybe 2 to 3 damage dealers. TF's kind of iffy sometimes, and Alawi can be if she gets behind. So they're really looking to frontline with Zac and Thresh and try and play it very calculated and only take the good fights.
Right, you have to really worry about that power spike on that Sivir especially. I think Sivir will absolutely rush the Essence into the IE and then into the Fire Cannon for this matchup. But not only that is, you had to get those 2 items. You have to get a 2 to 3 item power spike here, or you're just going to be useful for more, like 1 or 2 kills, and then you just kind of need to skedaddle. It's a tough matchup for sure because your Q uses so much mana. I believe it's 80 mana at each cost here. But it's an interesting matchup regardless here. Xayah and Nautilus versus that Sivir and that Thresh. This is going to be a nice one.
Yeah, and it's something to point out early on is that it's Malzahar versus TF mid lane most likely. And with the way that Malzahar's kit is and how he's able to push these waves so effectively and so quickly, he's gonna have permanent prio for most of the game, until much later in the game when TF picks up some items. He's gonna be able to roam, walk with Rek'Sai, walk with Nautilus. They're gonna be able to just walk around and do whatever they want, while although Henry Sucks does have a weak top side for the initial part of this. You know, Rise isn't really that strong early on. His wave clear isn't as good as it could be. So they've got a lot of prio everywhere except top. So they're able to contest these early
Yeah,
Drakes really well and probably pick up
yeah.
two.
In terms of just mobility here, yeah, that TF just, oh, he's just gonna out uh roam that Malzahar because not only is he probably gonna be taking that TP, but he also has his ult on top of that. So the second that you eliminate that Malzahar's TP potential, you can just put so much pressure around the map. Or you can even go back up your jungler too. It's definitely gonna be an interesting matchup regardless.
Oh yeah, I'm really eagerly looking at the bot lane matchup because if Sivir is able to come out of that mid game into like an even or an ahead standing, it's going to be really rough. But if they're able to abuse that Nautilus and abuse that Zaya and make sure that Sivir is stomped into the ground, they could possibly have a chance.
Wait, I just realized, is Kelly playing?
No, I believe Ani is stepping in for her.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was looking forward to her one trick karma. She is known for her karma. She told me her team just always is forcing her to go karma here. So that might be a tip for you guys in the future who are versing this team. But still, even if she's not playing today, she's there in spirit. And I'm looking forward to this game. Looking at the champs here, some lanes win, some lanes lose, depending on the matchups. But overall, it all has to do with, how you initiate, how you actually can take advantage of these comps. Both comps have huge pick potential, but at the same time, it depends on how exactly you are going to be getting those picks. Are you going to be overcommitting? Are you going to be focusing on objectives? I think that um, if you are,
You okay there, Krim? Looking like Krim lagged out there for a second. So what are you just talking about? It's
really,
gonna.
really, really early
Oh,
on.
oh, there you go. Welcome back. Had a bit of latency there.
Oh, was I delayed? Oh, my bad.
No, you're fine now. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be a tougher game for Henry Sucks here. They're gonna have a lot of hard matchups in the mid and the jungle and the bot, where their only real winning matchup is top lane, and even that is like not until later. So it's gonna be an interesting game to see how they work around that.
I also do want to note, to the chat that it is a best of one here, so no best of threes. This week especially is just kind of going to be our warm up phase here, and then afterwards it is going to be best of threes.
Yeah, so to explain the format, we'll basically have this first week we have one game happening where each team will play one game and that'll go into the round robin score. Then week 2 and 3, we'll follow that up with 2 games apiece for each week. So week 2 will have 2 weeks or 2 games, and week 3 will have 2 games. And then at the end of the round robin, we'll have the best possible score being 5-0 and the worst possible score being 0-5. And from that, that'll feed into the bracket and determine seedings in there.
I just want to check one thing here on that Sivir. I believe that she's actually going for, more late game with these runes. She's actually sacrificing the early on biscuits and the free boots for just kind of more scaling towards the end here. I'm just trying to look at the runes just really quick. I mean, it is smart because naturally you are going to kind of get outscaled by that Saya who will be just constantly hitting and procking all her feathers when she recalls them for sure. Um, but this Zipper actually has ran Presence of Mind, Bloodline, and Coup de Grace, so she is not going to go for that Triumph. Um, you know, it's interesting because you can go Triumph and you can kind of split between Presence of Mind. I think in this matchup, especially since you do want to be sustaining everything and you really do want to get as much mana as possible since your abilities cost a lot, Presence of Mind is really, really good. But that Nimbus Cloak here on that secondary, you have a Nimbus Cloak and then you have a Gathering Storm. I think the Nimbus Cloak is kind of redundant since your ultimate is already a movement speed buff. But at the same time, it could be proven useful once you kind of disengage with that flash and with the heal. And we are going
Yeah,
to be loaded into the game here as well.
it definitely helps with the Rek'Sai ganks as well. If you're able to flash, or you can even just heal away sometimes with the Nimbus Cloak, it helps you with when you're overstepping and you need to get away from those ganks, or even from the Nautilus hook. Here we could see a pretty standard invasion defense from both sides.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Potentially looking like they're going to invade the bot side, but I believe they're just stacking up to defend.
We have E-Girl Julie in the chat.
Minions have spawned.
You can see Zach put down the ward early on in order to switch to the oracles so that we can get a little bit of extra vision and be ready for the early ganks.
Chat saying bot dies level 3. I'm gonna be assuming that they're talking about it's ONcE's bot lane here with that Sivir. I don't think so, to be honest. I think that Goonie's gonna put his level 2 skill point into his spell shield. And then from there, even if they try to get a level 2 initiation, which I mean is really, really good for this Xayah and this Nautilus matchup, I think that he's going to have the proper defensive strategy ready. But, you know, it could happen still because there definitely is a power spike for that level 2 and for that level 3 Xayah. And, you know, Sivir doesn't really have that potential where she can hard CC or she can hard push or anything like that, or even get some poke in.
Yeah, she only has a little bit of potential with her boomerang throw and then her W. It's a little harder for her to get that easy poke in, but she should be able to get some fine damage in.
I mean, Bri, you say level 2, but it's Goonie. So that's what that's primarily why I'm saying that level 2 skill point is going to be put into that spell shield. Already getting hooked here. The Q does go out. Flea will also come out. The feathers have recalled, and that's going to bring both Thresh and Sivir down to 50 here.
Yeah, and if you're the Sivir Thresh, you really don't want that to happen. As Sivir, you're already pretty good against Nautilus because of your spell shield. Potential gank coming out top.
Yeah. Rek'Sai is going to be disengaging that, throwing a Q and just marking for now. They do have vision on him, though. He's still in this bush here. Oh, okay.
Maybe
Alawi's kind of going deeper and deeper here. Flash does not come out. Knockup does come out, though. And that's going to be chomp, chomp, chomp. First blood at 3 minutes. And first blood of Season 2 of the KDL goes to ItZ. ItZ is so good. Yeah.
See, a little bit of, if Silver's able to catch this wave, she should be able to get a CS advantage of 1 over that Xayah. Oh, another potential gank coming out from the Rek'Sai.
Yeah, Rek'Sai is looking to go behind towards this TF. TF using blue card here. Rek'Sai will make his way up to these Krugs here. Sek is looking a bit down here with 30% health. Flash is available on that Rek'Sai. Chooses not to flash, will mark with that Q, and will take the remainder of these Krugs here. Alawi not able to rotate either here.
Yeah, getting that kill off on Alawi is really big for that lane. The best thing Ryze can do is just auto her early, but if he's able to get a kill, he's going to have an item advantage, he's going to be able to punish her a lot harder, and she's going to have a hard time in this lane.
Rek'Sai is kind of everywhere right now. Sivir does get hooked. The Ignite has gone down from that Nautilus. Stun goes out to that Thresh as well, but they are able to kind of disengage this. Heal was used, whereas only Ignite was used on the side of Henry Sucks. So already we're seeing a lot of poke come out here. Zach is on the other side of that wall looking to engage if need be here, but Henry Sucks is just kind of playing it fair and letting the wave crash into them for the most part.
Yeah, and if Henry Sucks is able to build up a big enough wave in this bot lane, this is diveable. Sivir is low, she doesn't have heal. Thresh has flash and they both have flash, but if you're able to get a good engage, it's easily diveable. You see the Ocean Drink has popped up, both junglers bot side looking to recall soon. See that mid's going for a recall, and top just recently came back. Rise coming back with that tier and ruby crystal. Probably going to be going for a Rod of Ages with that kind of build, but stacking up that tier early is going to be good for him. See, Zach is wasting a lot of time bot side. He sat there for over 30 seconds now, not able to get anything. No, Zach finally showed himself, but easily disengaged by the side of Henry Sucks. And that's what Rise is able to do because of that kill. He's able to just walk up and just not care about Alawi's damage. Rek'Sai pinging the TF, looking like he's clearing the Raptors. Might go for a dive on him.
Lots of poke here on the top side as well. Alawi does not have any more corrupting potions available. Zach is going to do his Krugs here, but might actually look for the Rise pick. Meanwhile, Tia flashing away, throwing out the Q. The Q will connect as well as a Q from this Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai does not have ult and is not able to finish it up here.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a miscommunication on the side of Henry Sucks. Player's not completely in sync. But we do see that Ocean Drake still up. It's going to be a big competition of who's going to be able to get that. It's going to be big for either side.
Back denied top as well. That has got to hurt here. TF looking to get vision, will pink that pixel.
We see a bit of an item difference starting to develop in the characters. Most significant in top lane, but jungle also has a small item difference. And bot lane's looking around the same. Same with mid lane.
Yeah, Rise is just looking to stack that tier as soon as possible. And the second he does, that is just a nightmare for this Alawi here. Zach and Thresh are moving on for this bottom scuttle, though. Rek'Sai does have Flash available and does have Smite. Smite will go down. The Q will miss from that Thresh. That is going to be a two-man knockup on top of that Thresh and that Zac here. Rek'Sai unborrows and then he ults the TF. A TF is dead. The failed flash from the Malzahar. The gold card has gone out to that Malzahar. Malzahar hit with that Q, hit with the 1-2, and he is dead. Now this is a free dragon here, and they will actually be rushing this ocean. Beautiful rotation from the support and good coordination, especially with that mid jungle support to kind of engage and get those two nice picks here as the Sivir was kind of dealing with that wave. Nautilus is looking here. The TP also. Oh boy, we got ourselves a good one. TP coming out. 4 people are in the pit here. Flash coming forward. Oh my god. Nautilus has destroyed and canceled that Saka ultimate. Malzahar ult. That's gonna connect. Nautilus, where are you going? You're dead. Oh my god, TF ult also coming out. Malzahar's auto-attacking no one. Sivir's in the front here. Absolutely doing her best. Your ultimate goes out here, and they're able to kill the Thresh flash forward from that Rise. Sivir will survive with 1 HP. TF is sitting in the Dragon Pit. Oh my god, Zac is dead now too. The Q misses from that Rise. TF is putting on his juke shoes. Someone kill him. Finally, he dies to that Rise. Oh my god. What the hell was that? What just happened? They said, you know what? You can take that dragon, but we will take everyone with us. Oh my god, the TPs come out. The ultimates come out. Everything goes out. Oh my god. I don't know if that was worth, to be honest, because they still lost the drag here and they committed so much. But oh my god.
Yeah, it's
Not gonna lie, that Malzahar kind of standing there and just, auto-attacking for at least like 4 seconds was hella questionable. He was basically frontlining for the entire team at that point.
Yeah, it was an interesting play to see what came of it. Even though the side of ItZ ended up getting a Drake, Henry Sucks used a lot of utility and did get a lot of kills out of it. And they were able to equalize the gold lead better than it was in the start of the fight. But they're sitting around a 1K gold lead, but That fight did not look good for either team. So going into the
To,
future,
yeah, to be honest, that was just kind of a coin flip,
yeah,
It was going one way, then it was going the other. You do have that Zaya now 2-0 with bounties, so I guess it worked out in your favor, especially with her having a 20 CS lead over the Sivir. But at the same time, in that kind of matchup, she is expected to kind of get that lead here, especially with her feathers and her ability to just constantly push with that Nautilus protection. But still, that TF made such a big difference, and not to mention that Nautilus actually taking the initiative and flashing forward to Q. I believe that he Q'd TF, and in the process, he canceled Zach's E by body blocking him mid-air. I don't know if that was on purpose or if that was just, accidental, but that was just an insane fight all around. But definitely, I think that it's not, it's not in favor of either team.
yeah, game can definitely go either way. We can see that on the side of it's once TF was able to pick his Rod of Ages, he's able to start stacking that up and get ready. Oh, potential fight in the river. Looking like they'll back off. Zaya, however, on Henry Sucks was able to pick up her Essence Reaver, and picking up that Essence Reaver is such a huge
that
item
is
for
big.
her. She's able to stay in lane so much longer.
I think the second that she just gets these Zerkers is just, it's the coming of the end for you, especially if you are that Sivir. It's just a really, really tough matchup. Oh, Alawi going in here does have the ultimate available here. Kind of getting some minor poke here.
See, mid is still just a farm fest. 10 CS lead in the side of TF, but it's still relatively close. Interestingly, you can see that Alawi has a 14 CS lead, probably accumulated when Rise TP'd to that river, but still that CS lead is something for her.
Oh, I had to get some water after that. I was just way too crazy.
You see,
Zach
Alawi is
going
pretty
around
low.
here, actually. Zach the E does go out. Oh my god, overshooting it like crazy. Q does connect as well. Smite goes down. Rise ultimate. Oh my god, denied by that Zach. Blobs all around here, especially with that ultimate. And they are just going to be pushing in this top wave here. Meanwhile, Rek'Sai looking to get something on the other side of the map by invading Zach's blue side. But unfortunately for him, nothing is available and he's spotted throughout.
Yeah, and it's good that Zach was able to pick up that kill. It's going to help with his CS deficit that Rek'Sai has on him. But we can see that in the bot lane, things are looking pretty grim. When the Zaya walks up to the Thresh and says, "Hook me," and just zones Sivir and Thresh off, it's going to be rough.
Yeah, if you are the Zaya, you kind of have no fears right now. If you get hooked, it's not the end of the world because you just have that Nautilus behind you. You have that ultimate available to turn that fight. We are going to be seeing Zach actually solo this Rift Herald. They do not know this is happening on the side of Henry Sucks here. It looks like this Rek'Sai is looking to get something done on this TF, but TF is constantly and unfortunately spotted because of the huge vision control that ItZ has on this team.
Yeah, you can see they've got a lot of pink wards over towards their bot side jungle, while Henry Sucks has all their vision like in the river around the dragon pit. They're playing to their strengths here.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, another fight might break out here.
We can see that Alawi has the TP up, so if a fight does break out, it will be a 5v4, and Rise will be stuck up there.
Yeah, Rise's TP is a little bit of ways away here, but they are going to be zoning out with a 4-man. Rift Herald dropped mid to kind of give you priority here and to say, you know what, if you don't answer that, we will just take that tower. And they are actually going to be forcing this TP coming up from the Alawi. Thresh does go in. The ultimate is cast. Zach Ing into the pit. Who will get it? Rek'Sai confirms that smite. Malzahar ult has gone down on that Zach. Nautilus is going forward and trying to zone off that TF. Meanwhile, Zaya doing her best to put on the Duke shoes. And they're turning around this fight. Flash forward from that Malzahar. Another flash from the TF here. Nautilus does not have flash, but is still chasing. Gold card will be selected here in the event that someone continues to chase. Rek'Sai has ultimate available, but will not be able to spot this TF. And TF is going to keep running to see another day here, and that is a free dragon. That was a close smite. 22 health left, and they just auto attack the dragon there. In those situations where it's a crucial 50-50, he was able to get it here, and that actually might be a little bit of damage here in this mid tower. Alawi and Rise here doing fairly well in their own matchups. TF porting back to lane here to answer these waves.
Yeah, we can see that because of that, Henry Sucks was able to build up around a 2k gold lead. And it wouldn't have been so bad for ItZ, but unfortunately, Alawi TP'd in Vision of the Rise and was able to get rooted by Rise's roots and was unable to TP because of it.
I also want to mention you're looking at 4 kills on that Saya. 147 CS at 16 minutes versus 108 and 0 kills on that Sivir. First turret will go down mid lane, but that Malzahar is not going to let it go down so easily and will kind of be poking out on top of that TF, but TF has enough sustain with that Roa to just kind of shrug it off.
Yeah, you can see with Xayah compared to Sivir, she has a 2k gold lead on Sivir alone. So the difference in this bot lane is pretty big. And if you're Sivir, this is not where you want to be.
Yeah, this is looking really, really scary here. Xayah already rushing that IE here as Sivir just got that Essence Reaver.
Yeah, the good thing with Sivir, though, is that if they do keep falling behind in this game and they keep losing objectives, Sivir has such a natural ability in order to control the waves and stop people from sieging just from her kit, that they don't just lose if they lose a Baron or if they lose Soul. They can still hold on to their bases and still hold on to their towers. Although when it comes to the next team fight, this Xayah is just going to be so dangerous with her ability to root multiple people and put out so much damage. They need to focus her or it's just going to be very rough. We can look at the itemization and see that Rise is feeling pretty strong right now. He's backing, but he picked up his Roa a little while ago, sitting on the tier. Right now, he's at a pretty strong point. He's going to be doing a lot of damage. He's waiting for that Roa to stack up.
Yeah, he hasn't really stacked up that tier yet, but you know, he's doing his best here. Alawi is very, very mobile in this matchup, and he's had his you know, he's had some absences in his way here as Zach looks to actually gank top yet again. Meanwhile, Rek'Sai is bought the Zach. He does go out, will connect. So does the Q. The Q slaps him against a cannon. Flash comes out from that Rise, but another flash from this Zach. TF ult will not go top lane, but he was looking, and that will be a kill towards this Alawi. Meanwhile, bot lane, they are diving. That Nautilus is tanking the bulk of it, will survive here, but Sivir forced to use both sums. Rek'Sai doing his best to kind of catch up. Q will not connect, but the Q from Thresh will here. Thresh is looking, but that TF is looking way too deep here, and that's another kill to that Xayah. TF really didn't need to be there in that situation. I think that you need to get out of that situation if they're taking that tower. But Zac is mid lane here versus this Mouse trying to deny that tier 1 from going down. Thresh is still alive here, so he can kind of do his best to take out some of that minion wave. The Zaki does go out, but the tower is gone now. Rek'Sai doing his best to move forward. TP is also going out from that Rise. The Q from Rek'Sai will connect, so does the ultimate, and that's going to be the 1-2 puncher Reno, and he's dead. Alawi is there to say hello, hi, what's up? And she is on the other side, but she's not really going to be able to do much out of that.
Yeah, and if you're the jungler there, like, you're just getting greedy. You're trying to protect that tower when you really can't. You knew Rek'Sai was coming over. That's just a play that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the mindset was with him going kind of gung-ho towards Eing that wave, especially knowing how low that tower was. But that is going to be red buff on that Saya, and it only gets harder from here. Welcome to hell, boys.
Yeah,
that Saya also has finished that IE.
That the Drake is coming up. We did get a Cloud Rift this time around, and with the gold differential right now, it's looking extremely favored for Henry Sucks. And with Xayah being so strong, she finished Essence Reaver and IE. Like, she's at such a strong point right now. It's going to be really difficult to make a good fight.
Henry Sucks will actually be getting his smite in 5 seconds. Or sorry, the Rek'Sai rather will be getting it in 5 seconds. But, you know, 4 people down here, we've seen this strategy time and time again from this team, and they constantly are either pressuring these dragons, taking them, or just destroying in these fights. And they will actually be looking to start it off as ItZ has kind of given up on this dragon and said, you know what, we'll let you have that. We don't want to give up any more gold.
No, Thresh potentially looking for something.
Thresh might not be on the same page as them. GLP will zone him out, and he is going to be going back to that mid lane as Sivir tries to get the side lane CS that is pushing to that tier 2. But chat, I just want to know right now, make sure that you are watching this game tentatively. We want to know who the MVP was of this game. We are going to be trying to get MVPs of every single game or series that we can. So definitely make sure that you are able to vote and make sure that you are paying attention here.
Yeah, and it's looking rough for red side. Like it's once their main source of damage, which was Sivir and Alawi. Both of these lanes are Alawi's kind of even slash ahead, while Sivir is so far behind. They lack damage, and even if they're able to catch someone and catch them out in a good spot, they don't have the DPS to kill them quickly enough. So if Henry Sucks is able to react to it effectively, they can just get right on there and turn the fight. So if you're It's once you just want to stall out the game. You want to give up objectives as many as you can and get gold on the Sivir, get gold on your solo lanes, and try and get the damage up, because that is the only thing you need. If you take any fight now, you're just going to lose to the Xayah. We can look at the gold again for the solo lanes. You can see that Lowy's around, 500 gold ahead. A pretty small lead. Same thing with the TF. Rek'Sai is up ahead around 600 gold, around the same. And again, that bot difference is huge. 3.1k.
That's literally the difference between these two teams right now. Bot gold difference. And that's 7 KP versus 2 on that Sivir. It's looking really, really scary. And as the game kind of progresses and as that Sivir does get more waves, gets more kills, you're looking at an even tougher opponent to kind of destroy here. As Sivir was actually almost went into that Xayah's range, and she actually calls it off and instead backs here. I think she was actually looking to solo, and at this level, she definitely can.
Oh yeah, she's maybe just playing a little bit safer because she does have that 1,000 gold bounty on her head. So if she dies, it's an easy way for ItZ to get back in this game if it goes to the right person. Here we can see that Henry Sucks is doing their due diligence, putting up vision around Baron, threatening to go on Baron at any point, clearing red side's vision and making sure that they're not able to see.
That Alawi is still that saving grace for them, though. I believe that she's actually rushing the new Death's Dance here. But still, she does have that lead over that Rise right now. And she does seem to be the only one who is actually able to split right now as well. I don't think that you win 5v5 in these fights. I think that in order to win, if you are ItZ once, is to just kind of send that Alawi to a side lane and do whatever you can to kind of soak up any of that damage or soak up any of that attention in this game for her to be able to split in general.
Yeah, although our interesting strategy that ItZ could potentially use is just send the Sivir to side lane and bring Alawi with you in team fights. Alawi really strives in those big, clustered team fights where she can get many tentacles for her ulti.
Oh, Xayah actually walking right next to the Zac. Zac cancels his back here and is forced to E away. Meanwhile, the TF has gold card. Malzahar ulting on top of the Alawi. Alawi ult does come out as well, but the nice ultimate coming out from that Rek'Sai, able to deny everything here. Everyone is flashing. It's a flash Fienza here. Sivir is in the back, runs completely away from the lantern, goes back. Sivir actually is not going to be able to get this kill, is she? Oh my god! Oh my god! What the fuck was that? Oh my god, that Xayah ultimate casting down and then calling it again before she dies will take out that Sivir and that Thresh here. Oh my god, Zac going forward is going to be able to take out that Rise here. Why is Nautilus just AFK and laid? But oh my god, what was that?
Oh,
What the fuck was that? Oh, sorry, Find. What the heck was that? I honestly have no idea what that was. Malzahar actually immediately TPing bot lane to kind of push that. I don't really think that was the play here. I think you just reset because everyone's going to go bot here. But still, oh, that was crazy.
And that was actually just some small skirmish going down bot side. Oh, he's looking to continue.
Okay, this is going to be a 3v1 on top of this Malzahar. If he does not escape here, Zach E will not connect here. Malzahar also going out. Bloblets are not available. He will be taking out that Zach. Alawi missing everything. Oh my god, Malzahar is putting on his floating juke shoes right now and will run away with the kill. And that is the jungler down. Well, there's a new dragon up. This is going to be Soul Point. Alawi going around here. Face checking. How do you do? Right into that Nautilus. Alawi does come out here, not able to get the lifesteal that she wanted. And they will be setting their sights onto this this second Cloud Drake, now putting Henry Sucks on Drag's Soul Point.
Yeah, and if you're ItZ, coming out of that fight in top lane, it wasn't that bad. You got a big shutdown, you could have maybe gotten back in the game, but after losing your top laner, losing your jungler, and losing that Drake, it gets a lot harder from here. They need another desperate fight.
That Zach commit on top of that Malzahar kind of seemed desperate, especially knowing that you don't have Bloblets, and at this point in the game, you only really have that Spirit Visage to kind of protect you. But still, that was 1,000 gold earlier, right to that TF, as Zach will unfortunately get his red stolen by this Rek'Sai. That tier 1 is still available top lane for this Rise to take here. Not really anything else on the map as of yet. Other than that tier 2 bot as well. Zach actually wanting to do it again here, eating forward on top of that Rise. The Q will connect. The slap does go out as well here. Thresh is also here, and so is Alawi. The Zach ultimate has gone out, as well as the Thresh ultimate. Alawi ultimate has gone out as well. Nautilus flanking from the side will stun, and they will take out Rise and Rek'Sai here. But the tower is still gone. Nautilus is looking, and he hooks on top of that Zach. Is this a 1v1 that we want to see? And the answer is no. But that Malzahar E will definitely go out here. Oh my god, and that's going to be a secure with that Q from Nautilus on top of that Zach here. Oh, and Sivir has found that Malzahar. When you just thought it was over, for some reason, the game is back. I don't know what just happened. How is ItZ allowed back in this matchup? Xayah is now finally making her way top lane. Oh my god, what just happened? When you're winning, you don't do that. You don't throw. Oh god, this is a game, all right. I feel like after you kind of got that Zach kill, you should have just immediately discontinued it, as the soul is ripped from that Xayah. She will escape before the soul drops down to 0 here. But still, now you can't really pressure for that Baron. Before you could definitely force.
Yeah, it definitely gets a lot harder to be able to manipulate on that Baron, but they didn't lose all advantage. They're still up, 4k gold. Xayah's building up that lead. I think what they're aiming to do is stall this game out until that Cloud Drake comes up and give ItZ that ultimatum. Like, you can either stop us from getting Cloud Drake or you can stop us from getting Baron, and it's your choice.
Xayah also purchasing a Phantom Dancer now, and she has also gotten that Zeke's. And she has also gotten a Knight's Vow, whereas Thresh is kind of struggling to get his Zeke's right now. So definitely, if you are this ItZ team, you need to be going all in for that Xayah.
Yeah, and this is the part of the game where it gets really hard for ItZ. Malzahar is amazingly good at pushing lanes. It's just his kit is so strong. Rise has the same thing, and Xayah as well. They're going to have 3 pushing lanes all the time. While they
are actually going to be forcing this. Yeah, this is a force on the side of Henry Sucks. That Baron is going down really, really fast. TF, I've seen it on YouTube before. TF, 1 Q is all it takes. Oh my fucking god, I thought he stole it.
Yeah, so did I.
The spike comes out from that Rek'Sai. Baron will be secured at 29 minutes by Henry Sucks. For some reason, I was like, holy shit, he stole it. But no, nothing will come out of it other than them pushing now. That was a pretty free Baron because they did see that Sivir and the Thresh. I'm assuming that they knew that the Zach was already bot side clearing that Grump as well, because they do have that ward down. Zach trying to do this constantly here. He will not connect, but the Sivir will pop ultimate. Oh my god, Rise actually might turn this around here. Oh my god, huge jump down from 80 to 20, but the Q comes out from Sivir. Meanwhile, that is a base turret gone now. That's an outer turret gone. Xayah actually might have no, she doesn't. She actually she actually ultimates away before the hook or the flake can come down, and they're actually going to be focusing and rotating now top lane tier 2.
Yeah, that's definitely not something to sneeze at for Red Side there. Able to pick up that kill on Rise does help with your base, and it lets you, stem the flow of these minions into your base, and it should help you protect.
A flash coming out from that Malzahar. The Q will not connect on top of that sack. Sorry, from that sack either, but this dragon is up in 30 seconds, and if you are ONcE, you need to deny this as much as possible. The Cloud Soul is not a soul that you want to have on someone so mobile right now, like, this Rise, like this Zion, especially like that Malzahar, champions who you're already struggling to catch.
Yeah,
Not to mention the cooldown as well. Sorry, go ahead.
Quadrate coming up in 10 seconds. This is going to be maybe the fight that ends the game here. See that Red Side's already there, pushing up vision, trying to gain control of this before Henry Sucks is able to get here, but a fight is sure to happen around this Drake.
So we're starting it, and they will be pulling it out here. This is going to be a 50-50. Oh boy, we got a good one. Oh my god. The kill squad has actually caught out Alawi ultimate going forward, not able to connect on anyone. That's a 4-man knock up in the back from that Zac, but at what cost? He's immediately destroyed here. Flash coming out from that Nautilus, but Nautilus is looking to go back in with the Q. Will not succeed here as he did pop everything. The Q will actually, oh my god, Malzahar minion blocking that Q, but Sivir doing her best to kind of kite all of this right now. Oh my god, the Blast Cone keeping Sivir alive, and Malzahar will actually get sold here, but Sivir is going to ultimately die here as TF is still alive. Malzahar TPing out of here. Fuck that shit, I'm out. But the Q will actually connect on top of that Rex. That's a triple kill for the TF. TF will go down to the Nautilus. This is a support 1v1. You hate to see it. Who will win this? My bet is on Thresh right now. These are just auto attacks, and it looks like Thresh is tickling this Nautilus. Nautilus saying, come back here. He is cosplaying Scorpion from MKX. The Q has already gone out, so what he can do right now is just kind of poke him out. And, the Thresh does have flash available, and I'm really hoping he doesn't flash, and unfortunately he does, and he will go down to that Q.
Oh, and that point, and during that fight, TF smurfed that fight so hard, able to pick up a triple kill during that.
Oh my god, another one! The E on top of that Malzahar. The Zac ultimate will come out as well, but Malzahar is just kind of idly sitting in that Zac ultimate, and he will actually get his red buff. I think that's his first red buff in what, like 4? But still, that is crazy. These fights are so questionable. It's so strange how close this game is.
Yeah, and even though that Henry Sucks is up, around 6k gold, they're still able to lose fights like they were in the bot side. They got the Drake and they lost a lot of their shutdowns, and they were able to trade it, evenly 4 for 4. But still, when you're trading evenly with someone who's behind you, that's not ideal. You're letting them back into the game.
For sure, it's really getting hard to rationalize any of these choices. The E will not connect on top of that Rise, but Sivir has popped ultimate. The flashover will not succeed. Now, Rek'Sai has unfortunately caught himself in the middle of everyone as he gets gold carded here, trying his best to get on top of that Sivir, but he will go down here. Rise also trying to run away from that Zac, who still has him. TF has meanwhile pop ult, and he will pop ult in front of everyone. Oh my god, but the spell shield will keep him alive from that Banshee's Veil, and now it's just Nautilus. Oh my god, are we actually going to be seeing ONcE take over this game? Oh, gold card will also go out. Malzahar ultimate goes down. The E from Zac will not connect on anyone. TF doing his best. The blue card will connect on top of minions. The Q will come out of range for that Malzahar, and Sivir is just poking down on this turret. This is an in 3 minutes and 40. What is going on? I'm so confused right now. Gold card will go out, but the Zac E will not connect. The Zhonya's will also come out from that Malzahar. Malzahar does not have flash, will get gold carded instead. The Xayah, for some reason, is split pushing right now, as 4 people, gender neutral, 4 people are looking to take out this tier 2, and they will succeed, and they are going to be looking and putting their sights on top of this inner inhib here, and this mid inhib. Blue card is being held here, not the gold card that he was looking for, but still, what a fight. What is going on? Why is Xayah split pushing? That is not the champion that you want split pushing. If anything, tell Rise to get his bitch ass top lane. Why are you top lane? Please.
Yep.
What is going on in this game?
A bit of a macro mistake there from Henry Sucks, and that's a big mistake. They were ahead 6k gold. Now they're around, like 3.5k, 3.6k, something like that. So the fact that ONcE is able to catch up and Sivir is able to start getting items, you can see that she's got a
QSS
few.
as well.
and stopwatch, so she's gonna be hard to kill. And if she's hard to kill, she pumps out so much damage in these fights.
I swear to God, if ItZ somehow comes back from this game, we're doing some Discord Nitro giveaways. I have no idea how this is like being, how they're kind of letting this happen. Nautilus is on the sweepers right now. Thresh does know he's there. Thresh will kind of get caught out. The Thresh ultimate does go out as well. Sivir ultimate will connect on no one, but so does the Zac E. Oh my God, the Thresh finally goes down here. Alawi is in the back doing her best. Sivir is still alive here. That's Rek'Sai's in the back now. Now it is Sivir and TF doing their best to kind of support this team right now. That's a triple kill on that Saya, but they are finally going to ace them. Oh my God, finally! They finally realized that, you know what? We win as 5. So they are going to be acing. They don't really have any minions to push right now, so they are actually going to be using that Ryze TP, that Ryze ultimate to kind of get this inhib. But I think the smarter play would have been to actually go back if you are the Ryze and take a minion wave forward and then get the inhib. But they actually can end here as the death timers are long enough. You know, you do have that Zac coming up in 16 seconds and that Thresh in 9 seconds, but they're actually going to be looking for that Nautilus to tank until this minion wave comes.
Yeah, it's close to see if they can end. If Thresh and Zac are able to hop in the middle of that, they could potentially stop it.
Thresh kind of hesitating on the auto attacks here. Zac E will connect. That's been his go-to move in this entire match here. The flash will also come out, but that TP is coming out from that Malzahar. One more auto will do it. Zac is in his passive. The flash forward with that ultimate on top of the Alawi will seal them the game, and the first win of the KDL will go down to Henry Sucks. Oh, I have a lot of questions.
Oh, I do too.
I have a lot of questions.
It's an interesting game.
I have a lot of questions. Oh, that was very interesting.
Oh man, it's like that was totally in Henry Sucks's favor for most of that game, and then right towards the end when they threw that one fight, it looked like ItZ could potentially get back in. But no, they showed up to that Baron and they showed them that, yeah, we're ahead. We're just going to shit on you right now. Just accept it.
I think that, honestly, if there's something to take away from this game, it's kind of that mid-game or late-game macro. You know, both teams kind of suffered from it, where it was just kind of a collapse on what they wanted to do. They were either hesitating or they assigned the wrong players to do something. You know, we're talking about that one fight, and there were 2 instances in this game where, you know, your strongest member, the Xayah, isn't even there. And you're funneling all this gold, and she has all your KP, and she's not even there to back you up. And she's kind of coming into the fight late. Granted, she does occasionally get the, you know, 1 or 2 kill cleanup afterwards. But the thing is that you're losing all that gold. You're losing all of your shutdowns, because at that point, almost everyone on your team had 300 gold in shutdown. And majority of that was funneled to, you know, Zac, TF, maybe, you know, 1 bounty went to that Sivir along the way. But still, imagine if Sivir got everything like that and she was allowed back in this game. I feel like you should have collapsed harder than you.
Oh yeah, I absolutely agree. And like, especially like during those early skirmishes where a lot of the gold was funneled into the Xayah. Like, she picked up 2 kills from that dragon fight, and then I think immediately after in the next fight she got another 2 kills. Coming back to lane with Essence Reaver was pretty bad, but coming back to lane with Essence Reaver, BF, and Pickaxe is just pretty much GG. Like, it's so hard to come back from that as Sivir. And I think while we have them here, let me see if I can contact one of the team captains and get one of the people to come over. Let's ask, ITZXO, please? Yeah, sure. Let me contact him and make sure he's here. Which one are we in right now? Are we in this one?
Oh crap, it's just me?
No, I'm grabbing some other people. It's just taking a second.
Okay, I was about to say.
I don't think anybody knows what my position is anymore.
Hey, Walko.
Oh, what's up? Whoa,
What's
whoa.
up?
When is
Alright, so what are you guys' feelings? What are you guys' feelings coming out of that game?
Ah,
Cantaloupe tastes good.
that is correct. personally, my feelings were, I don't play mid lane. I kind of winged it. I'm going to be honest. I really don't know what was going on. The game plan, make Kevin strong. So I was like, okay. So I just kind of went into a full support Malzahar, and it ended up working. I think in team fights, just kind of had to focus the carries, and then I think our team comp just kind of did the rest.
All right. Now let me hear from the rec side, because I know a couple people wanted to hear directly from you. How'd that game go, Henry?
What?
How'd it go?
How did the game go?
Yeah.
Went good, bro.
He was muted the whole time.
Really did good. I just sat there on my phone.
Are you the Zaya?
Hello, that's me.
Oh, I have so many questions for you. Um, are you an AD carry main, or are you a top
I'm
lane?
main mid.
Oh,
I
okay.
do not play
I
AD.
assume that you played top because you kind of splitted at the end there.
Okay, in my defense, I thought my team could hold themselves 4v4, but
Yeah, but 3 times in a
people
row.
got caught.
They lost twice before. You thought they had that for the 3rd time?
I had to keep my CS up, gotta hit the 10 a minute goal.
Yeah, this guy. No LCS scouts are watching this, right? But still, GG. Kelly, unfortunately, you weren't able to play today, and you were kind of, backseat gaming here. But what did you like to see out of your team as you were the team captain? Like, what did you like that you guys did today?
Overall, I think they did really well. Alan did a lot of zoning, which is really good. So the team fights were pretty good. I think there's some miscommunication. Like, I don't know if you saw it, but in bot lane,
Oh, we
there's a
saw it.
cannon. Yeah, there's a cannon.
Oh.
Alan was supposed to get it, but his item upgraded, so he couldn't. So Kevin missed cannon. I don't have anything else to say though, because
Yeah, but it's fine because then he got like 5 top lane.
oh, of course, right.
No, but
I think overall is
so you would say that you're happy. So looking into this more, you guys do have 2 more matches left of the Red Robin circuit. How do you feel about your chances? Not knowing your opponents, of course, but just kind of basing it off of this game and your team's skill level right now. How confident are you moving forward?
I don't know. I think we'll be fine as long as we don't go against like twice 2. Yeah,
Twice 2?
Twice one. I was thinking
Twice
twice two.
Twice 1.
just twice.
I want to play against my boy Stu so I can kiss him in the bot lane.
Relax.
Whoa, dude, family friendly. Whoa, bro. No, actually, I do want to speak to you, Sean. What was going through your mind when Zach kind of committed on you bot lane and you turned around to 3v1 and then flashed away?
Well, I don't really know, but the only thing I did was I started screaming a lot.
Yeah.
I started screaming a lot. I think my parents are worried for my well-being at the moment, since I haven't talked to them since that scream, and I was feeling adrenaline, man. I don't know how I dodged all of that and got the kill, but I think my items really helped there because I slowed them down a lot. So without those, I don't think I would have lived, to be quite honest.
Mhm.
So I just think my kit really came in clutch there at the end of the day, and I got lucky. I'm not gonna say it was skill because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So I'll just be honest. I got lucky. So
Was there ever a moment in this game where you guys were just kind of scared that you guys lost it? Or did you guys just kind of have that mindset that you guys won it throughout?
I mean, for me, when that 4-man push in the mid lane where they
Mhm.
took in hit, I was pretty scared there. I was like, oh, maybe they're turning it around,
Mhm.
but it went out fine, so it's okay.
I think I'm good for questions.
No, I think we're good. Thanks for coming. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, thank you for playing, GG guys. We're looking forward to next week where you guys go against twice. But no, I'm just kidding. We don't know. I don't want to make a joke because that actually could happen. But
Hey, it's okay. I already know this is rigged anyway, dude.
no, you're rigging it. But
Yeah,
we really thought your Malzahar was that clean. Yeah, sure, dude. But GG. If you guys could say one good thing though, just kind of ending here. If you guys could say one good thing about your opponents today, it's ONcE.
Well, you know, I
Goonie
think,
is cute as fuck. I'd suck the.
Okay.
Yo,
Yo,
relax, relax.
oh, okay,
yo,
easy.
No, wait.
yo, Julie,
For
come
how
on.
little,
Truly.
for how little they practice, I think they have really good team synergy. Honestly, because they do team fights are pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah, they're
oh,
really
sorry, go
strong
ahead, Sean.
overall. I was just gonna say that I think that they're really a really strong team overall, and they put up a really good fight. You know, I
Yeah.
think a lot of those fights were situational, and that, you know, like with this slight, if we could have messed up a little bit once, you know, like because every team does, and I think
Mhm.
it could have gone either way at the end of the day, honestly.
Okay, last question for Sean. Would you say the biggest Minju fan won today, or?
Oh, of course, dude.
Okay, thank you so much. Henry sucks. Thank you guys for playing, and GG.
Yo, GG's.
How do I kick you out of the call?
I got him. All right, now
Okay,
we're gonna
now we
pull
bring
in
it-
its once.
Now we bring It's Once, a group that doesn't know whether or not they're, Wiz One
Oh, what's
or
going
Once. Yo, what's up, guys? We are talking now with It's Once. Unfortunately, you guys did fall today, but you guys did have some positive strides here, and I just kind of want to talk mainly first to the jungler here. That Zach, you were very, very aggressive with your initiations. Like you were eating in every 5 seconds. Some of them hit a lot of targets. Like there was one fight where you actually got 4 in a knockup, but unfortunately you were way too zoned off. And then there were other times where you got solo killed by that Malzahar, where like a 3v1. I'm just kind of wondering, like, how are you feeling after this match?
Um, I don't know. It was fun. It's like
It was fun.
int, I guess.
I feel you. Goonie, as the team captain here, how are you feeling about your team today, like your team's performance, and what are you guys gonna work on moving forward onto the next couple matches? Does Goonie not?
Guinea won't be
Oh,
talking.
he's not talking. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, let's play this game because I know that Iksuki talks a lot in your guys' comms. So
David.
Iksuki, same question, but to you this time.
What was the question?
Seeing your team's performance today and knowing that you guys can improve on things, how do you guys feel about your chances for the next couple games, and what are some things just kind of based off this game that you guys will definitely improve on moving forward?
We need to clean up laning is one thing for sure. We had a big deficit in the bottom, and we keep losing. We keep getting first blooded in the early game. We need better comms, and we need to know when to back off and when to go in. And then we need to tweak the comms a bit.
Did you guys did you guys do a draft beforehand? Was the Sivir, unfortunately it didn't work really like early game, but there was kind of a glimpse of hope around one fight there. But did you guys purposely draft the Sivir, or was it more just kind of sporadic in the moment?
The Sivir was there mainly for comfort, if anything.
Okay. Did Goonie like say that he's comfortable with the Sivir, or like was
Yeah.
that just in general?
Yeah, he was more comfortable, and it's more of a defensive champion for somebody
Yeah.
that is tiltable.
Okay, I feel you. It's either. So would you say it's either you lose the game to macro or game skill, or you lose the game to Goonies rage, or?
Most of the time we lose to macro, but if the off chance that Goonie gets tilted off the face of the earth, then yes, we'll lose from that as well.
Okay.
And a team game 4v5 is not very.
I do want to also talk to your Rise. Or sorry, your
Rise.
Alawi. Your Alawi.
Hello.
You guys had the Alawi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your top lane. There was amazing synergy between the top lane and the jungle. Actually, I feel like that was definitely one of your strong suits. What were the comms looking like? Did you guys purposely focus top after bot kind of lost, or was it just kind of going the way that it was because he was just always pushed, or?
I think after the first drag, we focused mid and top, and then I tried to keep the wave always pushed up to me. So whenever our jungler did end up coming to top jungle, if the Rise happened to overstay, and he'd come and gank me.
Okay. And was Goonie silent the entire time?
No.
Like on a scale of one to Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hot were his comms?
3.
Really? That's pretty mild for Goonie. But I think that's all the questions I have for you guys. Obviously, good luck next week. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks. Back to TFT.
Thank you.
Back to TFT. Bro, this isn't a TFT tournament. Come on, bro. Summoner's Rift
Man,
is way
Shaco's
better.
really OP, dude.
Summoner's Rift is way better, bro. But I think that's all the questions that we have for you guys. So definitely thank you.
Wait, 1 sec.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a question?
Yeah. Do you see me ping my ping like early game or not?
No,
No,
we
I
can't
don't
see you
believe
doing
it.
things. Well, we can't see you guys chat unless it's like all chat. So like we saw someone simping in the early game or like in the beginning for some like
E-girl?
I don't know if it for like iJulie's OnlyFans or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, also I actually have a question because this is interesting. Both sides here actually were banding towards the top side. So and I think it was said that like you're Vlad main or something like that. Was it you or was it?
No, he's the Kane main.
He's a Kane main. Okay. Are you surprised by those top lane bans, or is that kind of just normal now to you?
Oh, me?
Yeah. Yes, you played top, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If they ban those champs, it's fine. I'm used to it. They always ban Horn. I don't
Are you like a one trick or something, or?
No, I'm not.
Okay. But still, good game, guys. So definitely good luck on your next couple games. I hope that you guys can, iron out whatever problems or difficulties you guys have or are going through. Now we're just move you guys to the other thing.
Yeah. I was just gonna say just move him down to scribs.
I moved him down to scrim 1, yeah. Okay. I think that's it for us today. I personally just want to apologize to everyone. Today it was going to be different, and I'm sorry if anything kind of looked odd or if we were cutting out or anything like that. Definitely, like, we promise to be better next time. We had a whole schedule and everything that we wanted to kind of show off today, but unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties, and hopefully everything's ironed out for the game tomorrow. I just want to shout out that game just in case everyone doesn't know. I believe that is going to be, let me just scroll up here. Where is it?
Next one should be Thursday.
I didn't someone confirm tomorrow? I thought Backstreet Boys confirmed.
I believe they're still scheduling, but it's possibly tomorrow.
Okay, so we might have a game tomorrow. Stardust Crusaders, not Backstreet Boys, apologies, versus the New Goose. Should be around the same time frame. But if they do not play, then it is going to be Never Lose versus Stand Twice. And that is Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And that is going to be the next time that we will be seeing you all. Remember, we have 5 games every single week. We are on to game 2. This was our first game, and if you are just joining us at the end here, ItZ was sadly defeated by Henry Sucks, so Henry Sucks is leading everyone right now with 1 win. But that's all from me. And Stu, do you have anything else?
No, that's all I have.
What did you say? Sorry, you cut out.
No, that's all I have. Thank you.
Okay. Perfect then. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you either tomorrow or Thursday.
All right, see you guys later.